Hey, how's it going, guys? Today I'm excited to talk about a game I'm very passionate about, and a game that I still think is an underrated masterpiece, Techland's Dying Light. The game came out quite some time ago, all the way back in 2015, where it released to critical and commercial success. But it was mostly remembered as a sleeper hit. While it was an amazing game that had a great story, phenomenal music, and fun and smooth gameplay, it unfortunately came out in a time when the zombie genre was being exhausted, and players grew tired of battling the undead. But I, along with many others, realized this game was not just another mediocre zombie game, but rather one of the best zombie games ever made. That love for the series that so many fans had allowed the game to continue to have a cult following that appreciated all of the game's DLCs. Now here we are in 2018, and Dying Light is about to receive another standalone multiplayer expansion that will certainly excite any fans of the game, and maybe even bring in some new ones. After the huge success this year of PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds, Dying Light is looking to add in its own unique take on the Battle Royale mode. Set for release in 2018, Techland's Dying Light Bad Blood will be a standalone multiplayer expansion. Techland had this to say about the expansion when describing the DLC. Our aim is to both satisfy players' demands for competitive PvP gameplay and to explore new directions for Dying Light's multiplayer experience. Bad Blood will offer intense and dynamically changing online matches that creatively blend the distinction between PvP and PvE style of gameplay, while retaining the core of what made Dying Light an international success. Techland then went on to describe how we the fans can help to shape this DLC to our liking. Since Bad Blood was inspired by fan requests, we want player feedback to be an integral part of our development. That's why we're inviting Dying Light fans to take part in our global playtest. They can play the expansion early and share their thoughts, knowing their feedback will have a major influence on Bad Blood's development. And now here is their official description of what this new game mode will be like. In Bad Blood, you and 5 other players are dropped into a hostile, zombie-infested area. Each of you has the same goal: to evacuate before night falls. Use your parkour skills to swiftly traverse the city, scavenging for weapons that will give you an edge over your opponents. But remember, the clock is ticking. To pay for a seat on the extraction chopper, you need to harvest blood samples from the infected, form dynamic alliances of other players to get tactical against formidable zombie bosses, and then turn on your allies to steal their samples, in a cruel setup where everyone fights for the survival of the few. Betrayal is not a question of if, but when. The more samples the players harvest collectively, the more seats are unlocked, but everyone pays for the seat individually, which means the alliances are short-lived and can easily end with a stab in the back. Make sure you have enough evacuation points once the chopper arrives, and don't get killed as you race to the extraction zone. So that ends the official description of what this DLC will be like. To me personally, I am very much looking forward to hopping back into this masterpiece, and I'm excited to experience the game's take on this famous mode. I wish the game was going to have a slightly higher player count, maybe along the lines of 32 players, that way we could play this mode in 2-man teams or 4-man teams, similar to Pubg, but nevertheless I'm still excited to give this DLC a try. But what do you all think? Are you excited for the DLC? Would a mode like this convince you to visit a game you had passed it before? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below, and as always, if you like this video and you want to see more like it, be sure to leave a like and hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you all on the next Shepherd Gaming video. Keyless Ally.